Hello guys, we are meeting long back. During this lockdown period again we need to cover the 6th unit, and then I'm going to cover this particular unit by conducting the online session. So the content of this particular unit is nothing but the evolution of the mobile technologies. Here you people can get the clear idea about the evolution of the mobile. Actually evolution is nothing but you people are very well known about this particular world. Then evolution, or you people can say in Marathi, Utkranti in the mobile communication technologies. Actually, the objective of this particular course or unit by conducting this particular or by attending this particular lecture, then you people can understand the switching technology for the voice and data traffic. Actually, in the very first unit, already we gone through the switching technique, but that switching technique and whatever the switching technology we are going to learn in this particular unit is totally different. The second one is to nurture the students with the knowledge of the traffic engineering to design the network. Means whenever you want to establish the any cellular communication system, then ultimately you people can utilize whatever the concept you are going to learn in this particular unit. Third one, to realize the importance of the cellular concept and its propagation mechanism. Fourth one, to understand the architecture of the GSM. Already GSM in detail we have been covered in the unit number 4. Then the last is nothing but the to overview of the 4G LTE, means long-term evolution of the mobile communication system and the 5G technologies. Here you people can get the clear idea about the 4G LTE and 5G technology. Actually, the previous version of the LTE is nothing but the 3.9 generation of the mobile communication system. After that, the fourth generation comes into the picture to implementation in the various countries, and then right now the most of the countries have been work to implement the 5G technologies in their cellular communication system. Actually, the course outcomes of this particular unit are contained. On completion of the course, students will be able to apply the concept of switching techniques and traffic engineering to design the multi-stage network. Second one, explore the architecture of GSM. Third one, differentiate thoroughly the generation of the mobile technologies. Means here you people can differentiate or distinguish between the 1G, 2G, 4G and then 5G mobile technology after learning this particular content of the unit number 6. Okay. The second GSM architecture already we have been covered in the unit number 4. Here the distinguish thoroughly means a comparison between the various mobile technologies. You people can get clear idea about this one. The unit 6, the evolution of mobile technology. The total hours has been allotted 6, but due to lockdown period we are going to cover in 1 or 2 hours. So evaluation of the mobile generation and its comparisons, the GSM and CDMA. You people are very well aware about the GSM and CDMA. Both the technologies you have been utilized in the previous days. And right now most of the people are going to utilize the GSM technology. The overview of the LTE, that is nothing but the long-term evaluation of the mobile communication system. LTE basics, LTE frame structure, LTE design frame parameters with the standardization and architecture of the LTE. LTE is nothing but the 3.9 generation of the mobile telecommunication system. And after that, the 4G generation of the mobile communication systems comes into the picture to utilize or to implementation in the various countries. And then the overview of the fifth generation network. Comparison of the 4G and 5G technology means according to the features, according to the specification, then according to the requirement, ultimately you people can get a clear idea about the what exactly the difference between the 4G and 5G technologies, the opportunities and the requirement in the 5G network. While establishing the 5G technology or mobile technology in the countries, then what are the opportunities and what are the requirements, what are the equipments are required, and ultimately we are going to cover in this particular unit. The open wireless architecture of the 5G, then ultimately we will go through disruptive technologies of the 5G technologies. Actually, by studying this particular, the teacher are also facing a lot of problem because we people are not implementing the 5G technology in our countries. The relevance to the real world by considering the 4G and the GSM technology, that ultimately the relevance can give connectivity of the units means various units you people can connect to the mobile technologies like mobile to mobile, BTS, MSA and everything. They enjoying the subject, and this particular subject is very easiest in the final year, and then ultimately you people having a smartphone, you people are utilizing the 4G technology, and then you people are very aware about the features of the 4G technologies what we are going to utilize in your smartphone. Actually, the second part means if you want to learn more about the mobile communications, then apart from this syllabus, the content of this particular unit, then the NPTEL lecture you people can also attend on the mobile communication system by Professor Sujay Ghosh and then Professor A. Pal, Department of the Computer Science Engineering, IIT Kharagpur. Actually, NPTEL lecture you people can get on the Swayam portal. So the link has been pasted in this particular slide. You people can go through the 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, LTE and in 5G technology also. So ultimately, if you want to go through the mobile communication lecture in detail, then you people can attend by going to the Google. Just you put the NPTEL lectures, then accordingly you people can go on the Swayam portal, and then there are so many lectures or so many courses. Then you people have to choose the mobile communication, and then you people can read, go through, or you people can get the more knowledge by going through these particular lectures. Actually, this is the evolution. Here you people can get the clear idea about what technologies we have been utilized previously and then right now. Also here you people, here you can get the clear idea by observing the x-axis. Actually, the scenario of the 1980 and 1990, 2000 and 2010. Actually, the further we don't have because the book has been written in the 2012. That's why in the second edition they are not mentioned the further part. But ultimately, you people can get a clear idea about the speed and everything here by observing this particular ellipse also. The analog AMPS, then digital technologies has been adopted in the GSM, then IMT, then wireless internet mobile system has been utilized, then BPR utilizing the wireless, then ultimately the speed has been increased the 10 times than the 2 megapixel bits per pixel. Actually, if you want to go through the journey of evolution of the mobile communication technologies, so the new and exciting capabilities and the service to the end user. The first generation technologies of the early 1980s, when first generation of the mobile communication was based on the analog transmission. Then ultimately, if you are utilizing the analog transmission, analog modulation technology in the mobile communication, then what are the problem we need to face? Already you gone through in the analog communication in the second year. So didn't have to rely on the stationary telephone or the landline at home or in the office. So right now everybody is in the mobile, and then everybody is addicted to utilize the smartphone. Means when you are moving anywhere, then the mobile is required. So in the previous days, ultimately you people are aware about, means the one landline phone is stuck on one particular place, and then whenever it's ring, and then you need to go to pick up that phone, and then you can talk. If somebody is not there, then ultimately the call will get useless. Then the industry switched to digital spread spectrum about the 10-year later. Means around 2005-6, then the most of the technical companies has been comes to implement their digital equipment for the second generation, third generation, and then the global system for the mobile GSM. Actually, in if you want to go through the CDMA, actually when you was in 2003, so generally we people are preparing to utilize the CDMA phone because the cost was very less. So that's why most of the people prepare the CDMA. But right now the CDMA technologies are utilized by the user provider, service providers are very less. The 2G came along with the improved transmission quality, system capacity, and then coverage for the telecom, and for the subscriber encryption, voicemail, SMS, and basic data called general packet radio service, that is called as a GPRS. 2G cellular system also include the GSM, digital AMPS, that is called the DAMPS, code division multiple access, that is CDMA, and then personal digital communication, PDC. So ultimately in the 2G generation it is very advanced than the 1G. At only 114 kilobits per second, with the low processor, small screen devices, mobile browsing was the most frustrating. Actually, if you want to see the any 1G mobile phone, the screen was very less, the processor speed was also very less, and then while utilizing that particular, people can get the frustration. But right now in the 4G and 5G, so ultimately the screen size is also increased, and then easily you people can access the anything. Even though it got a lot better with the release of the 2.5 network, that brought along with the age, that is enhanced data rates for the GSM evolution. This is the one more advanced technology comes into the 2.5Z, still at only about the 256 kilobits per second, using phones using having more or less same capabilities as their processors, was not much of an improvement. Then you people can jump on the third generation, 3G. Short for the third generation is a term used represent the third generation of mobile telecommunication technology. The 3G technology adds the multimedia facilities to 2G phones by allowing the video, audio, and graphics application to be transmitted over the network. So these are the features has been added in the third generation mobile technology than 2G and 2.5G. A 3G cell phone system depends on the code division multiple access CDMA and spread spectrum radio technologies, which allows the many users to share both time and frequency. Means CDMA technology has been one advantages So you people can also utilize the frequency hopping that already concept you will learn in the digital communication in third year. The 4G onward the speed and then real time applications. So this is the most advantageous part in the 4G technologies. Right now everybody are very aware about the 4G. What are the features we people are utilizing nowadays? So there is no waste time to explain each and everything. In 1G, here you people can get the clear about what are the features added according to the technology comes up. 1G only voice means only you people can talk. As you can say the duplex system has been implemented. 2G voice plus SMS plus basic data is GPRS. 2.5G voice plus SMS plus little faster data. Ultimately the speed can get increased in the 2.5G. In 3G, voice plus SMS plus fast data. Already you people gone through the third generation of the mobile communication system. 3.5G, all the above with the faster data speed with the 7.5 megabits per second. 3.75 generation, all the above with even more faster data speed at 21 megabits per second. So ultimately means around 3 times data speed can get increase in the 3.75 generation mobile technologies. Then the 4G, that is long-term evaluation, is set to be the next big thing after the 3G generation or 3G. So this is the means in the brief comparison about the GSM and CDMA. Network architecture, multi-user access, you people can involved in the CDMA or GSM both. Spectrum, the size of the spectrum is totally different related to the GSM and CDMA. It depends on the requirement of the area. SIM card and then ESN means ultimately you people can insert the SIM card directly in the CDMA system. That mobile handset has been utilized only for that particular channel or frequency. So in some of the CDMA cellular phone, you people cannot insert the SIM card. So already in 2005-6, the Reliance has developed some such kind of the phones, and then they are giving to the subscriber directly without any SIM card. I mean that particular cell phone contain the SIM card also. The data rate, the speed is nothing comes into the picture. Data coverage, technology, and then roaming facilities available in the GSM and CDMA. Security, the radiation coverage. In the security, how they encrypt the data for sending from one station to another or one cell to another cell. Radiation coverage. So right now, by considering the macro cell is around 15 kilometers radius area has been covered, but for that particular the strongest antenna should be designed to cover. So accordingly, by considering the size, then you people can decide the radiation coverage of the mobile cellular communication system. So this is the present evolution of the mobile technology in India. Global and Indian mobile companies survey. So simply you people can conduct, or we need to conduct some quiz on the Moodle, and then also it is very useful for the interview purpose, or whenever you want to attend any interview of any organization. So generally these people are asking the one question on your smartphone. So you should prepare about what are the features you have with your mobile communication system or your smartphone. Actually, this is the long-term evaluation concept comes into the picture. So first the GSM, then UMTS, that is Universal Mobile telecommunication services. Then after long-term evaluation with the evolved packet core, means this is the advanced version of the GSM. So ultimately you people can get the clear idea about the evolution terms, how comes into the picture for the further generation. UMTS to LTE. Actually, in the last, here you people can get the first one is the GSM, then UMTS, that is the Universal Mobile Telecommunication Services, then LTE EPC. EPC is nothing but the evolved packet core. That's it. So how it gets the capacity of the mobile communication system, the reduction in the end to end delay, voice internet protocol, PS service calls, and then ultimately here you people can get the clear idea about the UMTS to LTE. So what are the features they have been added in the further generation. The overview of the LTE basics. So is the packet domain service only, higher peak data rate, user throughput around 100 megabits per second, reduced delay latency, user plane latency is less than 5 millisecond, improved spectrum efficiency, the mobility optimization, the low mobility, means whenever you want to go through the LTE or 4G mobile technology, then you people can get the clear idea about the data rate and the specification and advanced technology, multimedia broadcast and multicast services, spectrum flexibility, multi antennas configuration, coverage up to 30 kilometers. Actually, in the last slide already I told you up to 15-kilometer radius of the circle, means the total diameter is 30-kilometer circle can be covered in this particular advanced mobile technology. LTE design parameters, just you people can go through this particular, then clear idea about the parameters, what are the parameters you have been considered for the designing the long-term evolution mobile communication system. So this is the features of the LTE. So UMTS and then UTRANS, actually 3G. UMTS comes into the 3G and then slightly more greater than 3G is here you people can get the GGSN. It is nothing but the gateway GPRS support node. Then SGSN is service GPRS support node. Then this can be divided into the two RNC. This is the radio network controller, and then ultimately you can get the nodal, or you can say these are the separate base station, you people can say. So again, this is comes the EPC evolved packet core, MME. So this is nothing but the UTRAN nodes, then mobility management entity. This is the serving gateway, and then PDN, this is the packet data network gateway. So this is the advanced features comes into the LTE. LTE is nothing but the 3.9 or very near to the 4G mobile communication system. So examiner can ask the questions related to this particular architecture of the LTE. So just you go through this particular diagram, and this is the very easiest diagram. So ultimately you keep in mind, so this is the 4 blocks and then 2 blocks and then the remaining nodes. Then just you go through this particular, and then you will can get the clear idea about this one. The LTE physical layer. Already you people learn some 7 layer which has been considered in the communication system or in computer network. Include the method of contrasting distortion due to the multipath OFDMA and then MIMO. Actually, this is the very advanced technology can be utilized in the mobile communication system, that is OFDMA. OFDM. Actually, generally, you people are very aware about the FDM, but OFDM is nothing but the orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. Whenever you want to utilize the multiple carrier signal in any mobile communication system, then it should be orthogonal. Orthogonal means, actually, if you want to integrate these two signals or two carriers by considering the same span, then the integration should be 0. This concept already you people learn in the digital signal process.